Can you hear me? Okay. I guess it's not going to work actually, Stalls. At least the stream will be able to hear you. Like, you probably hear me, but I can't hear you.
Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm
All I can see is your little mic at the bottom right.
Fiesta Bowl, which of course is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the
Whatever.
semifinal stage. One last
Good luck,
to clear
Prince.
before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national
Yeah, it's all good.
championship
I got your
hopes
text.
alive today?
Whatever. I got to get a new headset. That's one thing I'm going to get. So.
Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looking to throw. It's long. Receiver makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Caught for the completion. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Troy. This quarterback on fire today. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the Bearcats come up to the line in a hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Scanning the field. It's lag way. The pocket breaking down. to bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fighting off the defender.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Williams. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Can he get there on the ground? That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back do just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Sam Houston's offense back out there now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Quick throw to the left side. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. The Bearcats lining up here on 1st and 10.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, You're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive. You're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking right. This one caught. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. The Bearcats pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And they'll run the draw. Running with purpose.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense going with the hurry up. And here's the handoff. And we're able to get him down. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Can he make it to the marker? Good enough for first down yardage. The Bearcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here comes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Baker.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he fields it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Troy offense back out there. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
That completion sets up an important third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on third down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. Tackled, but first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Looks right for a quick completion. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake, looking to throw. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Bearcats will line up to kick it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's a run to the left. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And it's just flat dropped on 3rd down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a 4th down call. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Sam Houston offense on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. An explosive gain, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
A new set of downs after that completion. And the running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
To throw, it's Lagway. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Incompletion sets up a 3rd down now for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Dumps it down to the back, caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. The back's got it. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 40. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Trojans. This offense cannot be stopped. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Bearcats offense back out there now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's going to take off here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from defenders. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Big play across midfield. They'll slot it near the 36.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And the Bearcats will have 1st and 10 here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Catch made on the out route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Bearcats come to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the move. They stop him quickly, but not before a gain down to the 6. It's 1st and goal. And the Bearcats trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On second and goal, they hand it to him again. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And the defense hold up here on third and goal. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion, bringing pressure. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? They'll try to run this one in. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier. Not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Troy offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Across the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Troy offense back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looks left and finds his target there. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back. It's long. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the... Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Troy.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. The secondary backed up off the ball now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Sam Houston's offense back out there now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the left side. And it's good for a 1st down, the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Wideouts now clustered. They'll try the right side on the toss. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Trying to extend the play. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down. Well, the offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. Mistake by the defense makes it 1st down and 5.
42 spot.
Grab behind the line. It's Baker. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
2-9 Philly.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He finds his man. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. To the air. It's Lagway. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking the sack.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, and he flat dropped it. It's going to bring up 3rd down for this offense.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Trojans offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. The shotgun running play call. You bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. And they're finally able to stop him. With great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
7th play of the drive coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's long. Quick throw testing the middle. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up 3rd down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. The offense threatening now. 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Takes the handoff. It's Williams. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They go up 18 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle made at a 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. And he'll loft it to the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Can they pick up the first on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
That completion sets up a second down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Has incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He makes the grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds, so that clock will keep ticking.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
To throw, it's Lagway. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Second down and goal upcoming. From the gun, he looks for an open man. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Went after, up and good. Formation would indicate indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. The Troy offense back on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go.
Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
I say that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Scanning the field. It's long. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
6th play of the drive coming up.
Pound 55 wheat. Roll it.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
On the ready.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Moves. Face it. Ready.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Troy. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. Here comes the Sam Houston offense on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Close to the tight end, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Empty backfield now. They go for 2. To throw, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete. They tried with a consolation 2-point try, but this game is over. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to